lover of NES here, and I'm the creator of this nifty little device that you just saw, the hand-cranked Lego card shuffler. Now, what makes me really proud of my card shuffler is that it's fully human powered. There is no battery, no motor, nothing, no electronics in this. It's purely 100% hand cranked from this little crank in front. And I've seen all the robotics Lego card shufflers on YouTube, and trust me, I think they're really cool. I'm not trying to say that they suck or anything. Mine's just different, but well, I would get a robotics set if I had the interest to get one, but I don't. But that's besides the point. Anyway, it took me about, I would say, 6 weeks to build this. I'm not too sure because it was pretty long ago. I think 6 weeks is a good estimate. Anyway, how about I'll just show you around the machine, show you how it works, and show you the little things in it that make it tick. Alright, the main part of the machine that deals directly with the cards, or the part that actually touches the cards to actually draw them out, are the wheels, and they are these two black things over here. Yeah, you can't see. I'll turn on the light so you can see. Alright, these wheels actually directly draw the cards out and push them out. Okay, I'll just jam the machine right now just to show you, so that I don't have to put a card there, because it will, I guess, jam if you don't put a card there. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn them, and you can see that they're turning forward, and the cards actually touch them below, and this draws the card forward. And the wheels are actually, okay, I'll just turn off the light right now. And the wheels are actually turned by this set of cogs over here. Now, as you can see, it's a gear reduction. There's a big cog and a small cog, and I'm turning the big cog counterclockwise, and it turns the small cog counterclockwise. And the small cog is actually driving the wheels through what I call a cross truss. I'm not sure. I have a piece right here. It's a cross section. It's a cross in the cross section. You can see it here also. And this basically allows the wheels to be driven forward, I guess, in that direction, while I'm turning in this more comfortable direction. Now, the mechanism that actually keeps the cards in contact with the wheel, and once again I'll turn on the light so you can see, is actually this spring-loaded platform here. Alright, and your cards actually go on top. I'll take quite a big wad of cards so you can see, and I'm going quite close up here. So you actually press it down, you push it all the way in, and it goes up, and you can see it touching the wheel. So now I can, and you can see it rises as the cards go out. Let me do that again with another set of cards. Now push it all the way in, and oh, it jammed a bit. Okay, so I'll do it again, and you can see that the platform rises as the cards go out, and that keeps the cards always touching the wheel, so that the top card will always get pushed out. And what's actually allowing this to be spring-loaded is not spring, but actually a piece of elastic, and I'll just turn down for you to see. So it's a piece of elastic that's stretched over here under the platform, and stretched onto the other side. So that keeps it up like that. Now I've just taken off the top part of the machine, so you can see what's inside. And what I want to show you is what's actually regulating the number of cards coming out. And this is the mechanism that only allows one card to come out at a time. And that's actually very simple. It's just one, like this chair-shaped thing. And this actually goes directly under the wheel. If I were to put this back on, you would see that the wheel is actually one card's width above this. And that's what keeps one card coming out at a time. And this was pure trial and error. Alright, I tried many methods to allow that, and this happens to be the one that works. Now, of course, what I've just shown you is only one side of the machine. And of course, what you saw earlier was that there's two sides of the machine. There are two sets of wheels, and that's the only way you can have two half decks of cards joined together to become one. And these are driven by the same crank. And I'm sure you saw earlier, there's actually just one crank driving the whole system. And the reason that's able to be done is through this thing which I call which looks something like a drive shaft, and there's this black thing over here. That's actually a black truss rod. Okay, truss rod's not the right word, just a truss. And I'm going to turn it for you, and it actually turns in a figure of 8 manner, like that. And I'll turn it around for you to see again from the back, and I'll turn it again. Alright, so as you can see, it's turning in a figure of 8 manner, and that allows for the wheels on both sides to always be turning towards the inside. In other words, the cards will always be touching the wheels on the bottom and always be pushing towards each other. And I'll just take out the back part for you now, so you can see what's actually allowing that figure of 8 manner motion. Sorry, and that's actually this piece. And it was actually fitted on like that just now, and I turned it around, and you can see that actually there's this little channel, this channeled out area here, and what fits in there is this red piece, and this red piece is always horizontal, and that's actually what keeps the center of the truss at the same level all the time. It never goes up or down, only left and right, and that's what allows the figure of 8 manner. And I'll just turn for you to see now. Alright, of course not too smooth, because alright, so, and this is very important, because if this isn't there, it will just go something like that, and you see it's not going to allow it now. It's just going to go up and down, and like and it's going to go in the same direction, and that's not what you want, because you want both cards to be going in the same direction towards the center, and not like one to that side and one to this side. So this is very important, and I'll put it back on now. Oh, okay, and so I'll just turn it for you to see again. Now, the reason I did not use a rubber band or anything in this part is because of the fact that rubber bands, well, it's very easy to use a rubber band. You just twist it, get a figure of 8, and it will turn both in opposite directions. But the reason I did not use a rubber band here, or back here, to drive the wheels, is that rubber bands tend to slip, and this is a very high tension system. As you can see here, the cards, this is the jamming block again. The cards coming here actually hitting the wheels really, really, really high tension, and I needed the wheels to be perfectly synchronized. And that was not possible with the rubber band. Rubber band would just slip, and well, I used the rubber band before, and it caused a lot of frustrations, and so I actually resulted to this. I actually wanted to use gears like cogs like here, cogs like these, but well, firstly I didn't have enough. Secondly, I would need an even number, and there was no way to fit an even number here because of the nature of Lego cogs. So yeah, so this is very important. This is really like a breakthrough for me. Now, one very important part of the machine is actually this little thing here. This thing I'm touching, this blue thing, that actually is a blue slope piece that actually slopes downwards, and that actually deflects the card away from the card coming out on the other side. And I'll show you what I mean by actually allowing one card to come out. Now, as you can see, the blue piece is actually deflecting this card downwards while this card is coming out straight, and that actually allows the cards to come out very efficiently and drop nicely together in one pile. And this wasn't always on my machine, and that's when it drove me nuts, because the cards kept clashing head on and causing lots of jams and stuff. So I'll just let a few cards come out again just to show you, and I'm doing it very slowly now, so that's why there's a bit of jam or some card flipping action, which is not supposed to be there. But when you do it fast, it actually works perfectly fine. Now, I've shown you how the machine works. I've shown you all the little things that make it tick, and I'm just going to shuffle one more set of cards for you to see in this grand overview. And you can see everything here. You can see the deflector, you can see the drive shaft, and I want you to know the drive shaft and know how fast it's actually working. And I thought it was pretty cool. I've never seen it, and when I first put it in, I never realized how cool it actually looked. And actually, the speed is crucial. I have to turn it really fast, and the reason is that I've done it much slower without the cogs, for example, without the gear reduction, and the tendency to jam is actually much higher. Jam in the sense that cards will flip and stuff like that, and I'm not sure why. That's just the way it works. And Well, enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and you know what? I can't wait to see your hand cranked Lego card shuffler. Just post video responses below, and well, I'm excited. Thanks for watching.